Si, senor. Get aboard a Bobby and he'll score. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Cut for That. I am your host, Dots. It's fantastic to be here. How are all the liver birds and liver boys all around the world? On a day when Liverpool rock up to Stamford Bridge and steal all 3 points from the Chelsea scum. Oh, I'm wearing the classic. The shirt that reminds me the most of Al Nino. Fernando Torres. Well, it says it on the back of the shirt, so that's kind of why it reminds me of Torres the most, I guess. Well, anyway, it does because he had a sneaky habit of scoring past Chelsea. So we would go there with a back four that is ever present. It's the Champions League winning back four. We would go with a midfield. Again, this is where the engine room is constantly changing. We bring in the likes of Jordan Henderson and the likes of Wijnaldum to go with the Brazilian number 3 legend that plays in the middle of the park. And at the front three, it's the front three. It's a great game. It's a very open game. It's a game that a neutral would enjoy. Anything could happen. And Liverpool obviously reap the rewards of having some of the best set pieces in the league. I mean, we can score from corners and we can score from free kicks. We can score from goal kicks. We can score from direct balls. We can score from throw-ins. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on. And in a game where we don't particularly have the upper hand, I think very similar to the Super Cup final, I think Chelsea might be the better team. I think Frank has gone out with obviously youth. I think Conte is the oldest player in this team, and I think he's 28. The rest of the Chelsea team is made up of 21 and 22-year-old players, and younger really. So you know what? The future looks bright for that horrible band of Buttes over in London. But we're not talking about them. Let's just move on and talk about the mighty Red Machine. So the first goal comes. What to say against the run of play? No, because I think it's a good, close game. I think it's very even. There's a lot going on in the final third of the field for both teams, really. Defensively, Van Dijk and Matip are just immense at the start of the game. Chelsea have had lots of defensive issues recently and are constantly changing. They lose players through injury in this game, a centre-half here, left back there. But the players they're bringing off the bench have got experience and the quality, the likes of Alonso and Zuma. So Chelsea lose players through injury. Liverpool get... It's a fantastic goal, if I'm honest. I mean, it's absolutely just a well-worked free kick, and the photograph is brilliant. I'm going to include it in Cut for That, of the 3 players around the ball. You've got Trent Alexander-Arnold, you've got Mohamed Ahmad, Bruce Lee Salah, and you've got the captain Jordan Henderson, and they're all having a little conversation about, yeah, if you just do this and you do that. And Trent's going, well, you know, if you just want to roll the ball back to me, like, I'll just put it in the back of the net, so just do that. And Salah goes, okay. So, like, Salah just does a little drag back, and Trent runs around the drag back and he pings it. I don't know what part of the foot he uses, whether he uses his laces or the inside of the foot. It looks very inside of the foot to me, but he bends it around the run kind of Matip, because Matip's kind of run around the wall into a space, and it must miss him by this and just goes in the top corner, let's just say. It's absolutely brilliant to make it Liverpool 1, Chelsea 0. Cut for That, Super Frank, and your big fat head, Lampard. I do love you, by the way, Frank. But yeah, your head's massive. Just like Steve Bruce. Steve Bruce, he's got a big fat head. Following on from Cut for That against our mighty Tsunami last week. So, if you were going to tell me 6 games in, Liverpool would be top of the tree, 5 points ahead of Manchester City, a whopping 10 points behind Manchester United, Tottenham Hotspur, the supposedly top 4 teams. And then there's another one. There's another big team in that little mix. Manchester United, Tottenham Hotspur, oh yeah, and Chelsea. Chelsea, 10 points ahead of those after 6 games. That's insane. And it just shows the level of play these boys can bring. So anyway, after we score, again, we're in control of the game. It's open. It's fast-paced. It's, again, fantastic game for the neutral. Liverpool's midfield are fighting for every ball. But I tell you what, here's where Chelsea were good for me. They used the dark arts very well and they got away with murder. There was so much share pulling. And again, you can tell it when the players are wearing the super tight shirts. The share pulling was constant and the referee constantly did not call share pulling. Their equaliser to make it 1-1 would come. It was scrappy, to be fair. It was absolutely scrappy. There was a goal where it goes wide left, it goes into the box. Alisson's made a good save. It looks like it's going to be cleared, and they score. And the goal's given, and you just think, oh, all that hard work to get through so much football in the first half, and we can see the goal like that. What a terrible goal. And then our mate, VAR, comes to the party and goes, nah, in phase 1 of 9 phases, his toe was offside, or his heel was offside, so it's offside. And it's overruled, and Chelsea have been celebrating this for about 5 minutes until VAR checks it and goes, nah, it's off. So we got robbed last week against Napoli with VAR, and now we reap the rewards of VAR, so we get the goal rightly removed. Okay, so it's still Liverpool 1, Chelsea 0, for that Frankie Lampard. So anyway, as Chelsea are mad, players are mad, Super Frank and his big fat head, he's mad. We go down the other end. We get a lovely little free kick where basically Ginny goes up for the ball, flicks it over the player because he's using his Dutch abilities of Jedi-ness of flicking balls into spaces, and he gets whacked. He gets smashed by Azpilicueta, who, let's be honest, no one likes Azpilicueta. Just no one likes him. He's just a horrible little beaut, isn't he? Let's be honest, he is. So we get the free kick, and again, it's a little bit of gamesmanship on the left side. Little flick, little cross comes in, left-footed, and up like a salmon. Get the ball to Bobby and he'll score. Get it! To make it Liverpool 2, Chelsea 0, probably against the run of play. And Super Frank's probably thinking, what have I got to do to win a game at home? I've not won one this season. And, you know, the fans still love me, but it's going to be a lot of time before they're doing the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer chant of, you're getting sacked in the morning, sacked in the morning. Phil Jones style. Phil Jones, how are you? Oh, getting sacked in the morning. Phil Jones. That's my best impression of that ugly beaut. Looks like Sloth from the Goonies. Anyway, moving on from Slothy Jones and Manchester United. Forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. They fly so high, they reach the sky. And like my dreams, they fade and die. Glory's always hiding. I've looked everywhere, 'cause I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles everywhere. United! Come on, West Ham! Have that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Unlucky, you mank buttes. I mean, yeah, I don't know why I went off topic there, but funnily enough, little story about that. The day my son was born, I sung a song instantly holding him in my arms, and for whatever reason, it was I'm Forever Blowing Bubbles. My second son, it was We All Live in a Yellow Submarine. Those moments of emotion you just can't describe. I don't know why I would be singing that song, or why I would be singing Yellow Submarine, but I did. The moment Cooper and Conway were given to me in my arms at the hospital. So, little story on I'm Forever Blowing Bubbles. Anyway, so yeah, the Manx lost away at West Ham again. Unlucky Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Unlucky Jose Mourinho. I'm going off topic here, but well. Jose Mourinho. Manchester United are terrible. Roy Keane. Oh yes, they're absolutely shocking. It's the worst Manchester United team I've ever seen in my entire life, so it is. Keane crushed them. Keane's like, Solskjaer's team is crap. The 3 players they've signed, the boss, the rest of them are shite. Get rid of them all. It's an absolutely terrible team. So that's the pundits. And the Sky Sports team are kind of like, okay then. Any positives? No, there's no positives from this. They're absolutely shocking. It's the worst team I've ever seen. Yes, they're the worst team I've ever seen. Mourinho and Roy Keane. Absolutely brilliant. So, 2-0. We rock in. We're comfortable with what we're doing. Half-time team talk. Klopp goes ultra defensive and just says, all right, let's just see what Chelsea can do to break us down. We really don't do too much apart from the first 5 minutes of the second half. We come out like we left the second half with momentum, and we went at Chelsea, and we should have scored a 3rd goal. It should have been 3-0. We deserved the 3rd goal. Brilliant volley across the goal. We've had another couple of little scrapes here and there in 5 minute spell, and then the rest of it was kind of like, all right, we didn't score in 5 minutes of pressure. Shut up shop. So we go ultra defensive. Mane gets a knock, a kind of a dead leg, and goes off. Milner comes on. We make a centre-half change with the big lad coming on, a centre-half. We bring him on. So we go with 3 central defenders. Trent kind of goes into midfield. But it's kind of backs against the wall. Chelsea attacking. I tell you what, Adrian, fair play to Adrian. He's come in, and he's doing his best Alisson impression. He really is. Honestly, he's looking brilliant. I have no qualms. If you're thinking like, oh no, Karius is going to be playing in goal, we wouldn't be in the situation we're in now. And if you were thinking that Mignolet was going to play in goal, my taxi driver from the airport, you would say the same thing, that you'd not be as confident as you are with this lad in goal. And he makes brilliant saves. He didn't deserve to be on the losing team against Napoli. He definitely didn't deserve to be on the losing team against Stamford Bridge. And he wasn't, and he was rewarded. He makes a save that's offside in the end by Chelsea. It's amazing. He's making brilliant saves. He's got a little blip in him here and there, and it's understandable. The pressure must be huge. He was basically unemployed, and then he signed for Liverpool, and then he goes and wins the Super Cup, and then he's playing in a team that's 5 points clear at the top of the league, 10 points behind 3 of the big 4. 3 of the big 6, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, his head must be spinning off its axis, but he's boss, he's got boss air, he's brilliant, he makes saves, and he's absolutely fantastic. So, it's awesome. Joel Matip, what a player. I mean, what a player. He's that good, I can't even remember the other centre-half's name, because Joel Matip has eradicated him out of the team. He doesn't get a game. He was supposed to be, let's just throw him in. Joey Gomez, for those who don't know, was supposed to be Virgil van Dijk's partner and the future of England football. Joey Gomez got injured and Matip's come in and he's been faultless and flawless. Joel Matip was as good as Simon Mignolet and Karius in playing centre-half. He was garbage. He looked like a paper plane. He flapped in the wind. He looked dead weak. He's terrible. This guy's not him. This guy's a totally different player. I don't know what happened in Matip's head when he's gone, all right, I'm going to start playing centre-half now, like Virgil van Dijk. And for me, he's better than Virgil van Dijk. If Virgil van Dijk goes and wins the Ballon d'Or, which he well deserves, I think Joel's playing on a higher level than Virgil. So if you're going to say Virgil van Dijk probably worth, 150 million on the cover of FIFA 20 that I'm going to be getting tomorrow, get in! Joel Matip can be on the cover of FIFA 21 and he can have the Ballon d'Or the following season. And why not? He's brilliant. We can win the Champions League. We can win the Premier League. We can win the FA Cup and the League Cup. We can go win all them. Why not? We play MK Dons on Wednesday night. I can't wait to see the young players. I just wish that some of the young players that we let off on loan were actually still at home and playing for us. The future looks bright. It's a brilliant time to be a Red. It's a brilliant time to wear this silver kit. How grey am I going, by the way? I just saw a picture of me 5 years ago, and oh my God. I don't know what's aging me, but I'm aging ridiculous. 40, as my mate Nibsy said to me today, 40 has not been kind. Everything's going silver, so I thought I'd wear the silver shirt. Not only to pay homage to the great man in Fernando Torres. Absolutely love you, Fernando Torres. His arm proved he was a Red. Torres. You'll never bought the one. Torres. We bought the lad from sunny Spain. He gets the ball. First game. Fernando Torres. Liverpool's number 9. Na. It's a brilliant song. It's a brilliant song, innit? Absolutely brilliant. I remember walking around Paris with my wife Shannon and I was just singing that song all the time. Kissing fake arms that don't say you'll never walk alone. So anyway, we win the game. We hang on. It's a brilliant game to win. We go away to one of the so-called top 4 teams. We get an away win. We didn't get that last year. We deserved it on the scheme of paper. Frankie Lampard doing a great job at Chelsea. Your time will come. You will take points off the big 4. I reckon you'll take points off Man City. Again, I'm going to stand by this the whole season. If we can take 3 points off Manchester City, we will win the league this year. So confident. I was not in that position last year. All right. This has been Dutch. Put a like on the video if you think Liverpool will win the league. End of. Put a like on the video if you think Liverpool will win the league. Subscribe to my channel. Your support means a lot. And like us on Facebook. Cop for that with a K for all you Americans. It's not Cop with a C. We're Liverpool fans. It's Cop with a capital K. All right. Ta-da for now. Ta-da. Ginny Wadadam. Ginny Wadadam. Ginny Wadadam. Ta-ra. And you'll never walk alone.